How long have you, for example, rehearsed for the tour? Or have you?
No.
We
just jam out, man. We just jam out.
It is like this. We have a lot of fun. Whenever we get together, we haven't seen each other for like 2 or 3 weeks. We get together, it gets crazy. It is like this. Yeah.
We're buddies.
We're the four stooges.
There's nothing wrong with us having, you know what I mean? So we had some fun.
Especially when you see Zach going.
Are you going to have the same sound on stage maybe as on the record, or do you aim at
It's up to the guy out front. We can just try as hard as we can play it exactly the same way, but you know, face it, if the guy out front is sitting there, you know, hitting the wrong dials, I mean, it's not going to exactly sound.
You're gonna have in there.
It is
but
better.
Skin, he knows what he's doing, and he makes it sound great.
No, it is better. It is better because it's more spontaneous, more energy.
Serious energy, man. That's what this band's about.
And yeah, it's just a lot more fun to play it live.
Lots of botulism.
Robert Palmer said in Montreux that in every band there are stereotypes, like the guitar player is into women and whiskey, and the drummer is completely crazy, and the bass player just stands behind and wants to be invisible.
Yeah,
and then there is the frontman. Is it like this?
No, it's talking shit.
Everyone has their own personality, you know.
I know what you're saying, but
it's just that
Zach's into men.
He's got
Oh,
great big hair
shit.
to prove it. I'm invisible, yeah, definitely. I have to be moisturised.
No, it changes from day to day depending on what mood any guy in the band is in. Sometimes he'll be crazy, you know.
And some days, you know,
We just have a bundle of fun. We just go over there. Most nights, 9 times out, like for instance, we hadn't played together for 6 weeks before we went to Japan.
And it sounded like it.
The first night was a bit iffy.
Oh, it was real dodgy the first night.
Then as the shows got on, it got better and better. But it's not going to be a repeat tomorrow when we play here, because it's only been like 14 days since we played together. So we go down there tomorrow afternoon and we'll have a jam. It's going to be great.
Is the first or the last gig of the tour usually the best? Which of it?
You know what it is? Every gig, you know, the thing is, we go out with this attitude, like, to have fun. You know, put it this way, we don't go out and go, hey, are we going to play exactly right tonight? It's just like, hey, man, let's just go out and have fun and totally laugh at each other, you know what I mean? Spit on each other.
The thing is, Zach,
spit on each other.
Hell.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just like, let's have some fun.
Hell was on the baggage ticket, and that's what we're going to give them.
No, the bottom line with this band is to have a good time. And if we're not having a good time, it's not worth doing it. So that's what we're here for. We're doing it.
So you're here for then?
How does this tour, for example, differ from your first Black Sabbath tour? What are the main differences?
Well, that's a...
For example, equipment and...
I beg your pardon, ma'am?
Yeah, idea is Black Sabbath.
What are the main differences between this tour and, for example,
Wait
your
and see.
first ever
I mean, everyone always tries to analyse the way we play. The way we play is the way we play on the night. It's sometimes good, it's sometimes terrible, it's sometimes great. You can never predict. We always hope that we're going to play great. Sometimes power cuts, sometimes things happen.
Mechanical failures, but I mean, we're doing the best we can do.
We're going to be brilliant tomorrow.
What has been the worst gig of your lives?
Helsinki tomorrow night.
Helsinki tomorrow night.
When they bombed Hiroshima.
Oh, man.
No.
You can't say it. Sometimes they're real bad, sometimes they're really good.
You know. Sometimes I'll come on stage, I'm thinking, I'll say that was a terrible gig, and people are going to come to me and going, "Oh, Ozzy, that was so good." You can't, because we have a fallback system on stage. We don't hear what goes out front.
We're hearing monitors, you know.
We hear monitors, so you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, the sound on record is live. You know, I've seen some shows where I go, man, that really sucked. You know what I mean? Because it didn't sound like the record. And the thing is, the band probably had the record sound up on stage, same amps, everything they used on the record. But the thing is, if the guy isn't controlling out front, isn't controlling it right, you know, he's got, like, let's say, the guitar whacking up there, and you can't hear the guy singing. and then you can't really hear the drums that good, and the bass is booming. You know, it's just like, this doesn't sound remotely close. But what we're playing up front, no one's louder than anybody, and we're probably up front, we're hearing a great sound, you know, we're rocking out, getting into it, and it's just like, and up front it could be like, you know, why don't these guys just leave the stage, you know, it really sucks.
The best thing we can do is to try to have a great time on stage and play with each other on stage and express that. And if we're good on stage, it's going to come through out front.
What do you think of Udo? How did you get in touch with him, and why did you choose him?
He's cool.
Your support act?
He's cool, man.
He's I played with Udo when he was at Accept.
Yeah, about 4 years ago.
I haven't seen
He told us today.
I haven't seen Udo since those days. I'm looking forward to playing with him again.
He looks great.
Got a great voice.
Yeah.
I've got all these albums.
Yeah.
I've always been wondering, the Miracle Man video, did you have any practical difficulties in making it? With all those...
There's pig shit everywhere.
Yeah, I wiped out one time. I did a massive spinal tap right in the pig shit. And they were licking my bell bottoms, pissing me off. But the thing is, I wiped out. All I was worried about was my guitar. But
See, the thing is,
fun though.
How much
fun,
do you?
man.
That's his
How
round
much
it.
do you plan the videos, or do you let somebody else to direct them, or
I have a
who's the
director,
boss?
my wife.
How about the Crazy Babies? It's very much different from the videos you've done before.
My wife.
And the Choir Boys. By the way, did you meet the
No,
Choir
man.
Boys while they were in LA?
Yes,
Did they ever get out of there?
yes.
Good. We saw them when they were leaving there in London, and we never saw them since. You know, if you could change one thing in the rock and roll business, apart from interviews, what would it be?
The bear.
That was good.
The guitar player.
What would it be? I think what's going to happen eventually, MTV is going to burn itself out. And it's going to go. I hope to think it would get right back to basics. I don't think it will do. Because when Geezer and I were playing, and suppose Randy, in the early days, it was like a mystique. There's no mystique anymore. You mean, like, you now make a record and you're visual. I mean, for many years, a lot of American people thought that Black Sabbath were from San Francisco.